The Palaszczuk government has abandoned handing down a budget. It's lost its treasurer to a corruption investigation, while several senior ministers and departmental heads are playing musical chairs at 1 William Street. With coronavirus putting almost 129,000 Queenslanders out of work in April alone, when will the Palaszczuk government be handing down a full budget?
I call the Premier.
Thank you very much, Mr Speaker, and I thank the Leader of the Opposition for the question. And if she'd been listening to the Treasurer's comments, he said very clearly that he will be handing down a statement equivalent to a mid-year economic review, which, Mr Speaker, is appropriate under these circumstances.
Members to my left.
Further to that, Mr Speaker, both the Treasurer and myself will make ourselves available for scrutiny over the delivery of that financial statement, Mr Speaker. So I look forward. The opposition.
Order. Thank you, members on both sides. The Premier has the call.
That's right. So the opposition, Mr Speaker, might have to do some work. They'll have to formulate some questions. They'll have to be ready for that, Mr Speaker. Mr Speaker, and of course that is...
Member for Kawana. Member for Maroochydore.
Mr Speaker, as the members know, that in October we'll be in caretaker mode, and it is planned at that stage for the federal government to deliver a budget or a statement. We're not quite sure the exact format of that to the people of Australia. And Mr Speaker,
Member for Maroochydore has warned under standing orders.
Get a full handle on the economic situation. Mr Speaker, at the moment it would be negligent for any government, and the National Cabinet has taken this decision, that it would be negligent for any government in Australia to hand down a budget when
Member for Burleigh will cease his interjections.
So constantly, Mr Speaker, to get a full handle on the impact. That's right. And in fact, Mr Speaker, there are
Order. Pause the clock. Pause. Premier, please resume your seat. Treasurer, Deputy Leader of the Opposition, you will cease your quarrelling across the chamber. The Premier has the call.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. There are other states in Australia that aren't even resuming their parliaments, Mr Speaker, and I made a full commitment to the people of this state that we would be available to scrutiny. We will be meeting every single month leading up to the election, Mr Speaker, so the opposition can ask the questions, Mr Speaker. That is my firm commitment to the people of this statement, Mr Speaker, and if the Leader of the Opposition had shown the courtesy of listening to the Treasurer, she would have heard very clearly that he announced that at the end of his ministerial statement. I know it's a bit hard to adapt.
Member for Glasshouse.
But, Mr Speaker, the very serious question for the opposition today is, are they going to support our Unite and Recover plan for Queensland jobs, Mr Speaker? Is the opposition going to actually take on board everything that we have said in relation
Leader
to
of the
helping
Opposition will
Queenslanders
cease her
recover?
interjections.
And let me also make it very clear, Mr Speaker, that I have listened to the stakeholders. I have listened very clearly to what they have said, Mr Speaker, and we have listened and we have acted. And we will continue to act in the best interests of Queensland jobs throughout this state.
Before calling the Leader of the Opposition, Member for Burleigh, you're warned under standing orders. Member for Glasshouse, you're warned under standing orders. Just to make it clear, members, it's far easier to see who's interjecting under these arrangements.